I grew up with a dream of rodeoing, and then had the opportunity to participate and compete at the amateur level, and went on to the PRCA and enjoyed that. Had certainly limited success, but certainly enjoyed it and knew the relationships and the things that happened by being a contestant and participating in rodeo, and I've always had a love for horses and livestock and the Western lifestyle. And then as the boys got older, they progressed and started out in the junior rodeos, and we're certainly a part of it. We've been very blessed having a lot of people around here that have led us to be able to promote the sport of rodeo and be a part of it with some great mentors. We've had all the great Nebraska cowboys and South Dakota and areas have been around here.
The Wakefield Ranch Arena has opened their facilities to athletes of all ages and participation levels. Athletes come from Nebraska and neighboring states to not only polish their craft, but immerse themselves in a family-friendly environment.
When Brady was around, his buddies had come, and we had great practice sessions. Our practices were certainly intense and certainly focused, but absolutely enjoyed every minute of it. And through those young people that come here and hang out, we've been able to promote excellence. We're not very results driven here. We're very effort driven here. And if you take care of the effort, the results take care of themselves.
The Wakefield Ranch Arena has hosted several camps put on by former champions. During the past several years, the Wakefields have also offered their efforts in several different ways, including providing a stop on the hearing impaired tour for a local family.
Brian and Julie's oldest girl is hearing impaired, and throughout our relationship, there's been 3 times where they've hosted, or we've hosted a stop on the tour for the Nebraska group for hearing impaired and deaf. And this past fall, we were able to have a little rodeo demonstration, and we get a lot of the young kids that practice here and work here to, we'll rope and ride a steer and maybe shoot dog or bulldog a little bit. And we bring agriculture to some people that have not been very responsive or had much opportunity to be a part of it. This past year, we were able to include the O'Neill and Chambers FFA chapters, and we put on a petting zoo, and they brought pigs and kittens and sheep and goats and calves, and those kids from Omaha and Lincoln primarily, but a lot of them from around the state, got to spend some time and actually have a hands-on look at animals that perhaps they'd only seen in a zoo or on television.
Athletes from across the state come to the ranch to practice and hone in on their craft. However, the one thing that molds the ranch together is a strong Christian faith.
I remember Brady talking about it in an interview or a newspaper article. There's several parts of your life, and you need to compartmentalize those, but probably the most important part of your life is your spiritual connection with God. Along with that is your physical attributes. You stay in shape and you work hard and lift and stay in physical condition. And of course, we work on the skills in the arena with the dummies and the live cattle and live goats, and we treat every event the same. But at the center of that is your spiritual relationship, your relationship with our Father. If you've got that part of your life in balance, the rest of it really doesn't matter. And I think that's the most important part of what we do here.
As you pull into the Wakefield Ranch, you'll notice one new addition that holds a special place to the Wakefield family, a bunkhouse. The bunkhouse is primarily a place to enjoy the young people that come to visit the ranch, as well as a place for cowboys to stop, lay their horses up, and rest during their travels. The bunkhouse also holds many memories of Jim and Susan's son, Brady Wakefield, who lost his life in a car accident.
We've always had a lot of young people around here for years when the boys started. We encourage people to practice Again, we're very effort driven, and effort requires opportunity, and we've been able to provide some opportunities for some young people that could compete. And my wife, Susan, bless her heart, has always been very gracious. I mean, there'd be 6 or 8 kids in our house on a Sunday morning that were fighting for the shower and that. And after Brady's accident, his bedroom always sat right off of the kitchen. And there's a number of reasons why we built the bunkhouse. Primarily, it was a place to enjoy the young people that are here and give them a little separation and give them a place to be. Brady got to rodeo a year or two all over the country. He went with Ty Talsma and Kyle Whitaker, and they traveled all over, and they really appreciated somewhere they could stop, unload those horses, take a shower. And those are things that we always encourage people to do. We live a mile off 281, a main thoroughfare from North Dakota to Mexico. And by having this bunkhouse here, people can stop, they can have their own space, they can lay them horses up, rest, shower, maybe do a load of laundry, and continue on their day. And that's been something that we've really appreciated being able to do. We've got a lot of pictures in here and things that remind us of Brady, and we've got a spot where you can go and you can feel him being here. A useful, practical opportunity to cherish the memories that we have and to be able to just sit here and enjoy his life's work. I mean, Brady's life was very full, very complete, very driven. It was just too short to suit us. He went to be with God far too soon to be with us. But as we look back and think of the people that he touched and the people that touched his life, he had a very full life. It was just too short.
As you walk into the front door of the bunkhouse, you will notice a sign with the Bible verse Luke chapter 1, verse 37. The verse further explains and examples the Christian foundation of the ranch.
One that came to Brady was Luke chapter 1, verse 37. All things are possible through Christ. There's several different versions of it, but essentially that's it. And we fully believe that here, and we live it, and we really try and encourage people to think in those terms. But through Christ, all things are possible, and that goes in and out of the arena. And the things that Brady was able to accomplish, and Riley has accomplished, have been through a strong relationship with Christ and a strong faith, and understanding that the things that happen here on earth are what we do and not necessarily who we are. But with God, we can accomplish great things.
Jim and his wife Susan are great promoters of the sport as well as supporters of the area athletes that come to their facilities. Together they travel to junior high, high school, college, amateur, and even the professional rodeos, cheering on these athletes.
One thing that I've always believed very strongly in, you can give a kid everything he wants, but unless you give him time, you're not giving him what you need. And the support that I'm able to give to those kids by going and supporting them, and whether they win, break out, miss, whatever, knowing that they put forth their best, that's all we ask for is excellence. And every one of these young people that hangs around this place and does their work, I want them to know that we do support them, and we do support the things that are important to them.